All right, you know the drill. You sift through holiday ads trying to find the best value on a laptop.
And this week's Compute This, a holiday special where you don't have to wait in line to save.
Thor Schrock is the owner of Schrock Innovations.
Hey,
Good to see you, Thor.
Hey, I'll thumb through ads for hours, and then I'll get up at the crack of dawn, before then.
Oh, yeah.
To hang out
the
with
day
my
after
movie
Thanksgiving.
No, thank you.
Holiday specials, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about
Yeah,
today.
so
What do you got?
last week we talked about the desktop model. We had this big screen, the speakers, and everything else. I got a lot of feedback on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Schrock Innovations that said, are you going to have a laptop this year? And the answer is yes. It's just there's so much to talk about on each of these computers. To have them both there at the same time, it's really tough to do.
All right, well, we like the portability of a laptop, and especially if you've got somebody going off to college, it's great. So what's so great about this holiday special?
Buying a new laptop is more confusing than ever now because there are so many different processor choices out there. It used to be you could just look at the speed, and if it was faster, it was better. An i7's better than an i5, is better than an i3. A dual core, quad core is better than a dual core, and a 6-core is better than a quad core.
It's not that simple anymore.
But it's not that simple because a lot of it depends on what you're going to do with the computer. So this is the 2012 Holiday Special. This is made by a company named ASUS. ASUS, a lot of people haven't heard of ASUS, but ASUS actually makes the main boards and a lot of the components that go into HPs and Dells. They're behind the scenes on that.
So now they got their own.
Now they have their own line, right? Now the neat thing about this one, any ASUS computer, when you're considering whether it's the holiday special or otherwise, comes with a 2-year manufacturer warranty, which is unheard of in the industry.
You're not paying
What is
extra
it?
for
What is
that?
it normally?
1 year normally.
1 year.
When you get 1 year, and then also for that first year, they give you a 1-year accidental damage warranty. So if Fido starts chewing on the edge of it,
You drop it,
you
yeah.
can send it back in, and they send you a new one for the first year. So I mean, that's unheard of. But this particular model is actually the winner of the prestigious Red Dot Award for design. So of any laptop you can buy at any price point, no matter how much money you were going to spend, this laptop is considered the best by design. And there's
That's
a
the
few
Cadillac,
reasons.
yeah.
There's a few reasons for it. The keyboard on this, you can see it's a chiclet design, so it reduces the number of typos on the keyboard because the keys aren't butted up against each other.
Yes.
It also, with the chiclet design, allows it to be backlit. So when you're in a dark room, like not here with these giant lights shining on it, but if we turned the lights down, you'd notice automatically the computer, through its sensor, would detect the light went down, and it would bring up the light on the keyboard so you could still type on it in the dark.
And you have the numeric keypad on the right, which a lot of people want.
It's a 15.6-inch widescreen, so it's got the numeric keypad. It also has the best audio speakers of any laptop in the industry right now.
You were playing some music earlier through those things, right?
It does. It gets up there.
Yeah, I mean, well, this little piece on the side here, this is the Sonic Master subwoofer, and it just cables right into the side of the laptop here.
Does that come with the laptop?
It comes
as
with
part
it,
of the
yeah.
special?
No
Comes with
kidding,
it.
it's got a little sub.
$14.99 for the whole package. The neat thing about it, this is an i7. This is a powerful laptop. It has 8 gigs of memory. It is upgradable. It has a 750 gig hard drive. The biggest complaint we have about these units for the holiday sale, Thor, I don't need that much computer. It's more than I need. The thing people don't think about when they buy a laptop, though, is when you buy a desktop, it's modular. We can change things out. We can remove things. We can stick things in. With a laptop, you can't do that. What you have is what you have. And every couple of years, my wife gets a new laptop, and we're always saying, should we pay the extra ridiculous amount of money to get the next processor up when the one that's here will do you just fine?
For now.
And last year, she didn't take my advice. She was being miserly.
Which is
And
fine. Which is
she
good. You want them
didn't
to be
spend the
miserly
money.
once in a while.
She didn't spend the money, and now she's looking at her laptops, and she sees this one here,
Right.
and she told me yesterday, at the end of the holiday spell, this is the demo model from our Papillion service center. There's one in each service center.
Got it. So you
But
can go in and
you can
tinker
go in and lay
check it
hands
out.
on it, but a lot of people do that. So then at the end, we have these 3 open box demo models available, and the staff are prohibited from purchasing holiday specials because we only have 150 of them total between
That's right.
desktop and laptop. We've already sold through about 30 of the 150 because of the Windows 7 situation where you can't get Windows 7 after the 26
Yeah.
unless you want to pay 150 more for
Hey,
it.
speaking,
When you talk about performance, what can this do?
It can do anything you want it to do. This thing could build buildings with AutoCAD. This thing has a 2 gigabyte dedicated graphics card. You could play Call of Duty on this thing. You
Really?
could play Counter-Strike. You could play any game you want to play. It will play it.
well,
Right.
and when
Yeah.
you're looking at those holiday ads, that's one of the things that I think you think it's a great deal, but it's,
it's
missing
tricky.
some of those things that
Well,
the user would want.
And people don't realize that each component in the computer, the processor obviously has speed, the memory has its own speed. The hard drive has its own speed. The graphics card has its own speed. And so a lot of times what people will do when they put the companies put them in the newspaper, they say it's got big, like the 3 numbers I mentioned at the top of the segment are the 3 numbers most people by focus groups care about. So they'll put a laptop in the ad that has 3 big numbers on it, but inside everything is just junk. And so when you get it, you think you've got this great deal. You're bragging about it to your friends, and then you use it for a couple months, and you realize it wasn't such a good deal after all.
Well, and another point to make is you're a local guy. You're not some big company based someplace else, and so
Nope.
you're
We're just
more
a local
accountable.
podunk company that doesn't mean darn thing to anybody.
Stop it. My point is that you are accountable to your customers
This is
because
very
you
true.
live in the same place they do.
I live right here in the Omaha
Yeah.
metro area. You can find me if you look hard enough. My cell phone number is on the internet if you look for it.
Right.
You can call me.
Remind
Yeah.
us how many of these laptops are going to be available?
Well, the total holiday special sale between desktops and laptops, we are going to have 150 total available. The reason for the limitation, we sell these at cost. This laptop costs us $14.99 to get into your hands. So we can't sell a ton of them. 150 is a lot, but it's not a ton. And normally we don't start talking about the holiday special until November 1st at least. We get through Halloween. This year, because Microsoft pushed up the release date of Windows 8 till the 26th, that's about 14 days from now,
Yeah.
roughly. It's next Friday. So my gosh, if you don't purchase your computer before next Friday, you're going to get Windows 8. And Windows 8's not bad. I'm not trying to scare everybody about it.
It's not ready.
It's radically different. The tiles aren't ready. The drivers aren't out there yet for it. There's a reason this is running Windows 7 for this segment today. And by the time Windows 8 comes out, there will be drivers for it, and this computer will have Windows 8. But there's a cutting edge and a bleeding edge, and we don't like to put our customers on the bleeding edge if we can help it.
Well said. By the way, if you pre-order this one prior to October 25th, the day before that Windows 8 release, when can you expect to have it home?
Roughly mid-November was
Yeah.
when we have them coming in right now. They've been shipped, they're en route, and so it's a pre-order event. You come in and
Yeah.
pre-order it, and then the ones that we're going to receive from our pre-order, we've kind of guesstimated how many we're going to sell. We'll have Windows 7 pre-installed.
Right.
Anything
If you
after that,
If you want to get one of these guys, you got to get on the list. Schrock Innovations, there's 3 locations, Village Point, Papillion, and in Lincoln,
Yeah.
27th and Pine Lake Road, right down there, schrockinnovations.com.
Thank you, Thor.
Hey, thanks,
Some great
guys.
information
Yeah,
here.
good
I like
stuff.
that you're saving us money and we're
we
not in the
try.
cold.
We do our best.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Thor.